Welcome back to Jamyy English. I'm Jays.
And I'm Amy, episode 13. And today, we check in.
Hotels. The full hotel experience in English. From walking up to the front desk, to your room, to room service, to checking out.
I have stayed in a lot of hotels. For work, for travel, for conferences, and I have opinions.
She has opinions about pillows.
Firm pillows and strong water pressure. 2 non-negotiable requirements.
Non-negotiable means not something she'll compromise on.
Correct. If the pillows are too soft, I don't sleep. And if the water pressure is weak, don't get me started.
Okay, we're going to teach you how to communicate all of this and much more. Because hotels are an environment where you interact with staff frequently, and where knowing the right vocabulary makes your stay genuinely better.
And it's also a wonderful opportunity for English practice, because hotel staff are trained to be patient, helpful, and used to guests from all over the world. It's one of the safest environments to practice.
Let's start from the beginning. You arrive at the hotel. You walk up to the front desk, also called the reception desk or just reception. The staff member behind the desk is the receptionist or front desk agent.
They'll say, "Good evening. Welcome to the Grand Hotel. Do you have a reservation?" Reservation is a pre-booked room. Almost always, yes. Yes, I have a reservation under the name Amyy, A-M-Y-Y.
Giving your name precisely is important. If your name is unusual or has an uncommon spelling, spell it out. That's A as in apple, M as in Mary, Y as in yellow, Y as in yellow. Saying as in followed by a word clarifies the letter. Very useful for any name or word spelled over the phone or at a desk.
The receptionist will look up your booking. Yes, I have you here, a deluxe double room for 3 nights, checking out on the 10th. Is that correct? Confirm. Yes, that's right. Or correct it if something is wrong. Actually, I'm checking out on the 11th. There might be a small error in the booking.
Check-in time, the earliest time your room will be available. Standard check-in is usually 2 or 3 p.m. Check-out time, the latest time you must leave your room, usually 11 a.m. or noon.
If you arrive before check-in time, I know check-in is at 3, but I've just arrived. Is my room ready yet? If it is, wonderful. If not, is there anywhere I can leave my luggage while I wait? They'll usually store your bags for free. Of course, we'll look after your luggage and call you when your room is ready.
At check-in, they'll ask for a credit card, even if you've paid already. Could I take a card for incidentals, please? Incidentals are additional charges you might make during your stay: room service, minibar, parking. The card is usually pre-authorized but not charged unless you use extra services.
Pre-authorized means they hold a certain amount on your card as a deposit, but don't actually take the money unless needed. Is this a hold or an actual charge? A valid question to ask.
They'll give you your key card. Here's your key card for room 412. The lift is just around the corner, and breakfast is served in the restaurant on the ground floor from 6:30 to 10. Key card is the electronic card that opens your room door. Lift is the elevator. Ground floor in British English is what Americans call the first floor.
In American hotels, you'd say, the elevator is to your right and breakfast is served on the first floor. In British hotels, the ground floor is the bottom. First floor is one level up. This causes so much confusion.
So much. Worth clarifying if you're unsure. When you say ground floor, is that the same level as the entrance? Yes, exactly. Confirmed.
Requesting things at check-in. This is your best moment to ask for preferences or special needs, because the receptionist can often accommodate requests more easily before you go to your room than after.
Is it possible to get a room on a higher floor? I prefer the view. Higher floor, more floors up from the ground. Or could I have a quieter room away from the street? The road noise bothers me.
Do you have any rooms with a bathtub? I specifically requested one when I booked. Bathtub versus shower. Important distinction. Let me check what's available in your booking, and I'll do my best.
Could I have a room away from the lift? I'm a light sleeper. Light sleeper means you wake up easily from noise. The area near the lift can be noisy. People moving, doors opening and closing all night.
Is there a room with a better view available? I'm celebrating my birthday this week. Adding a reason, a special occasion, often helps staff go the extra mile to accommodate you. Not manipulative, just human.
Go the extra mile. Make an extra effort. Do more than the minimum. Hotel staff who hear we're celebrating something often upgrade your room, add a small amenity, a complimentary glass of wine, flowers, a note, or simply ensure your room is especially nice. It doesn't always work, but it often does.
Amenity. A feature or service that makes your stay more comfortable or pleasant. What amenities does the room include? The answer might be, the room includes a minibar, safe, complimentary Wi-Fi, and an espresso machine.
Complimentary means free, provided at no extra cost. Is Wi-Fi complimentary? Yes, it's complimentary throughout the hotel. Or, there's a fee of £10 per day for in-room Wi-Fi, but it's free in all public areas.
Public areas. Lobbies, restaurants, gyms, lounges, areas of the hotel open to all guests, not just in individual rooms.
In the room. You open the door, you look around. And sometimes things aren't quite right.
The room smells of smoke, and you requested non-smoking. The air conditioning doesn't work. The TV remote has no batteries. The pillow situation is unacceptable.
The pillow situation.
Do not suffer in silence. Call reception.
To call reception from your room, dial 0 or whatever number is shown on the phone, often labeled reception or front desk, and then explain clearly.
Hi, this is room 412. I'm having an issue with the air conditioning. It doesn't seem to be working. The receptionist will either walk you through a fix or send someone up. I'll send our maintenance team up straight away.
Maintenance team, the people who fix things. Straight away, British English for immediately, right now.
Could we have some extra towels sent up, please? Or we're running low on toiletries. Could housekeeping send some more? Toiletries. Small bathroom items like shampoo, conditioner, soap, shower gel. Housekeeping. The team responsible for cleaning rooms and restocking supplies.
The shower drain seems to be blocked. Blocked means clogged. Water isn't flowing away properly. One of the light bulbs in the bathroom has gone. Gone means stopped working.
The room is quite cold, and the thermostat doesn't seem to respond. Thermostat, the temperature control device. Could someone take a look?
All of these are completely normal requests. Hotels deal with maintenance issues daily. You're not being difficult. You're communicating a genuine need.
And the golden rule. If something is wrong, report it on day one. Don't wait until checkout to mention it. By then, the hotel can't fix it for you, and it affects the resolution you're offered. Let's do a role play. I've just checked in and I call reception with a problem.
Good evening, reception. How can I help?
Hi, this is room 412. I've just checked in and there are a couple of things I was hoping you could help with.
Of course, happy to help. What can I do for you?
First, the room is quite noisy. I can hear a lot of street noise. Is there any possibility of moving to a quieter room?
Let me check availability. We do have a room on the 5th floor at the rear of the building. Much quieter. Would you like me to arrange that?
That would be wonderful, thank you. And secondly, the pillows are very soft. I much prefer firmer ones. Is that something you could arrange?
Absolutely. I'll have housekeeping bring up 2 firm pillows while you move to the new room. Is there anything else?
That's everything. Thank you so much. You've been very helpful.
Our pleasure entirely. I'll get your new key card ready and someone will be up to help you move your things in just a few minutes.
Perfect. Thank you.
Key phrases. A couple of things I was hoping you could help with. Before listing multiple requests, signal that there's more than one. This prepares the listener and sounds organized.
Is there any possibility of a very polite way to make a request? Softer than I want, or even could I have. It acknowledges that your request might not be possible while asking anyway.
Much prefer. Much stronger than prefer. It emphasizes the degree of your preference. I much prefer means it really matters to you.
Our pleasure entirely. An elevated version of you're welcome. Entirely means completely, absolutely. Very warm and professional.
Room service. Ordering food to your room.
One of the great luxuries of hotel life. Call the room service number, usually listed on the phone or in the room's information booklet.
Hi, I'd like to order some room service, please. Could I get the club sandwich and a pot of tea? A pot of tea, not a cup. A pot means a larger serving. Worth knowing in British hotels where tea is taken seriously.
They'll ask, and the room number, please? Room 412. And could I take a name for the order? Amyy. That'll be with you in approximately 25 minutes.
Approximately. Around. Not exactly. Don't be surprised if it's 20 or 30 minutes.
When the food arrives, room service, they knock and announce themselves. You open the door. They'll wheel in a trolley, a cart on wheels with your food. They'll set it up for you.
Could you leave it on the table, please? Or could you set it up over by the window? They're happy to position it where you want.
The charge. Room service is typically added to your room bill. Is service included? Service charge means a gratuity already added to the bill. Yes, a 12% service charge is included. Then no additional tip is needed unless you want to leave one.
If not, is service included or should I add something? The delivery person will tell you honestly.
Could I have some extra napkins, please? Or could I get some ketchup? Small additional requests that the staff are happy to accommodate.
The minibar. A small fridge in your room stocked with drinks and snacks, usually priced significantly higher than outside. What's the pricing on the minibar? Or is the minibar complimentary? The answer is almost always no. You pay for what you consume.
Some hotels now use weight-sensitive minibars that automatically charge you if you pick something up. Is the minibar weight-sensitive? I want to look at something without being charged. A completely reasonable question.
The safe. A small lockable box, usually in the wardrobe, for storing valuables. Passport, extra cash, jewelry. How do I set the combination on the in-room safe? The instructions are usually on the safe itself.
Laundry service. Hotels often offer to wash and return your clothes. Is there a laundry service available? How does it work and how much does it cost? They'll give you a laundry bag and a form to fill in specifying what you want washed and by when.
Express laundry, returned the same day, usually by a specific time. Is there a same-day laundry option? Useful on longer trips.
I want to add a section on the concierge, because the concierge is one of the most underused resources in a hotel, and knowing how to work with them can completely transform your stay.
Yes, the concierge is often at a separate desk in the lobby. Their entire job is to help you with recommendations, bookings, arrangements, anything that makes your stay better.
Concierge, from French originally, now standard English in the hotel world. You can ask the concierge almost anything related to your stay or the city you're in.
Could you recommend a good restaurant nearby? Somewhere with good local food, not too touristy. Not too touristy means not aimed at tourists, somewhere locals actually go. Concierges know the difference and will give you an honest answer.
Could you make a reservation for 2 at 8 p.m. tonight? The concierge will call the restaurant and book for you. Often they have relationships with local restaurants and can get reservations that are otherwise difficult to get.
Could you arrange a car to the airport tomorrow morning? My flight is at 7, so I need to leave by 4:30. They'll sort it, either through the hotel's own driver or a trusted taxi company. What time would you like the car to be ready?
Could you recommend a good local tour or day trip? We have a full free day tomorrow. They'll have brochures, know reputable tour companies, and can often book directly.
Is there a good grocery store nearby? I'd like to get some snacks for the room. Even for small practical things like this, the concierge is the right person to ask. They know every block around the hotel.
Could you sort out some theater tickets for tonight? We're flexible on the show, just something good. Sort out is a British expression meaning arrange, take care of. Sort out works for almost any request.
We had a wonderful dinner at your recommendation last week. Could you pass on our thanks? Closing the loop with positive feedback. The concierge will genuinely appreciate it and remember you next time.
The concierge service is included in your room rate at most hotels. You're not imposing. You're using a resource that exists specifically for you. Don't be shy about it.
And if you don't know whether your hotel has a concierge desk, is there a concierge service available? At the very least, the front desk will answer these questions, even if there's no dedicated concierge.
The best hotel experiences I've had were directly connected to a good concierge pointing me somewhere I'd never have found on my own. Use them.
Checkout. The process of leaving the hotel and settling your final bill.
The night before or that morning, reception will often slide a bill summary under your door. Review it. Check that every charge is correct. If something looks wrong, I'd like to query a charge on my bill, please. Query means question. Dispute politely.
This charge for £22 on the 4th. I don't recognize this. Could you tell me what it's for? They'll investigate and explain. If it's an error, I'm so sorry about that. I'll remove it immediately. Errors do happen. Checking your bill is always worth doing.
At the checkout desk, I'd like to check out, please. Room 412, under Amyy. They'll process your bill. Here's your final receipt. Your card ending in 4521 has been charged for the total of £312. Is there anything else?
Thank you. Everything was wonderful. The staff were particularly helpful. Positive feedback costs nothing and means a lot to hotel staff. If a specific person was especially helpful, could I leave some feedback about one of your team members? Jay's at the front desk was excellent.
Leaving specific positive feedback for staff members by name is one of the kindest things you can do at a hotel. Many staff members' performance reviews include guest feedback.
Late checkout. If your flight is in the evening and you'd like to keep your room later, is a late checkout possible? My flight isn't until 6 p.m. They'll check availability. We can offer you a checkout until 2 p.m. at no extra charge, or we can extend to 1 p.m. for an additional £30.
That works perfectly, thank you. Or, I'll stick with the standard checkout then. Is there somewhere I can leave my luggage while I explore the city? Stick with means stay with, keep to the original plan.
Luggage storage after checkout is almost always available. We're happy to store your bags until you're ready to leave. Just let us know and we'll have them ready for you.
Lightning round, hotel situations.
Ready.
You arrive before check-in time.
Could I leave my luggage while I wait? Please call me when the room is ready.
The air conditioning isn't working.
Hi, this is room 412. The air conditioning doesn't seem to be working. Could you send someone to take a look?
You want a quieter room.
Is there any possibility of moving to a room away from the street? The noise is keeping me up.
You're ordering room service.
Hi, I'd like to order room service, please. Could I get the pasta and a sparkling water? Room 412. Name is Amyy.
There's a charge on your bill you don't recognize.
I'd like to query this charge, please. I don't recognize it. Could you tell me what it's for?
You want to check out late.
Is a late checkout possible? My flight isn't until this evening.
Flawless.
Homework. Next time you stay somewhere, a hotel, a guest house, even a friend's spare room, try to run through the vocabulary in your head. Check-in, request, room issue, check-out.
And in the comments, tell us, what's your ideal hotel? City center or quiet neighborhood? Modern or historic? What's the one thing a hotel must have to make your stay perfect?
Firm pillows and strong water pressure. I'll say it again.
We know, Amyy. Tomorrow, episode 14.
Texting and messaging in English, the language of WhatsApp, email, social media, and everything in between.
Including the abbreviations that nobody explains to you but everyone uses.
LOL, BTW, OMG, BRB, we'll decode all of it.
Let's learn, speak, and grow together. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.